Good evening and welcome to Organizational Management. Tonight we're going to be discussing a few different topics. We have some testimonials to hear this evening regarding leadership, motivation, as well as organizational change and communication. So I really hope you enjoy with what my colleagues have to share. They did some interviews with some current managers and they have some very interesting insight to share. And at the end, we'll come back and just sort of debrief and see what all this has to do with organizational management.
Natasha Wad sits in the Treasury Group and manages the Global Treasury Operations team at Blackboard. I have chosen Natasha Wad to complete this assignment because she has been extremely successful in her position. So I was curious to learn what leadership skills she has developed through the year to be so successful. Through the interview with Natasha, I identified a few key leadership skills. First, she has built reference power within the organization. She's a great communicator. She easily adapts to new situations. She leads changes effectively. And finally, she executes the administrative management theory, which is defined as organizational structure that leads to high efficiency effectiveness by using the principles of hierarchy, which is the division of labor, lines of authority, and unity of command.
I had an opportunity to interview Mr. Sam Greenberg at 2U Incorporated, an educational technology company. His insight was about how to motivate employees. And what he really provided to me was a few different opportunities where I was able to really grasp some of the theory that we've been discussing in class this semester. First off is the expectancy theory of including the notion that individuals who he works with are able to really self-assess and then create a product that is the outcome of that self-assessment. Additionally, he did also talk to me a little bit about how he really tries to motivate his employees, and that is through self-efficacy theory. So really being able to have open lines of communication with them to understand their backgrounds and what they're looking for, to really be able to best discern how to give the most appropriate feedback. And it was clear from my conversation with Mr. Greenberg that he is very well versed in his management style, though not as familiar with the organizational theory.
Two topics, shaping vision and leading change. I interviewed Mr. Craig Hensel, the CEO and CFO consultant advisor for Genpact Incorporated. He serves in a role primarily as a coach to company CEOs and CFOs, guiding them on shaping corporate vision and leading organizational change. He uses a three-step framework. First, creating communications. Second, clarifying strategy. And third, generating near-term wins. This is closely aligned to a theory we studied in class, Kotter's 8-step process for organizational change. In closing, Craig summarizes managerial success by creating communication even when everyone present feels they're communicating well.
After hearing the testimonials, it's clear, one thing is very clear to me, and I hope it is clear to you as well, that when we are looking at organizational management and management opportunities, it's important that not only are there opportunities for you to be able to craft your own management style, but also to incorporate some of the management theory that we have been discussing throughout the course of this semester. What's interesting is that many of these managers, maybe consciously or subconsciously, were really able to utilize much of the theory without having prior knowledge of this theory. So it just goes to show that this theory is grounded in some sort of truth. It can be avowed by their motivations and by their day-to-day activities in encouraging and assisting their employees. I hope you enjoyed our short film this evening, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.